Morning conversation. Ladies need to come here because there are things going on at the Supreme Court. I don't know if you're aware of them. Kenyan men are having the time of their lives right now because the Supreme Court has ruled that couples who cohabit without getting married cannot automatically become a married union until they ultimately wed. Now, ladies, here's another thing. Unless you get married, but even if you're married, when your man leaves you, when you leave your man, you're not entitled to 50% of his wealth. You're only entitled to what you contributed to that wealth. And you have to prove that as a woman. Hey.
Unaweza repeat.
Masa komeniki. Let me say that again. Number one. Cohabiting for whatever period does not make you married. You can be living with this man for 20 years, have 5 children for him, and he can wake up tomorrow and leave you, and there's nothing you can do. If you get divorced, even if you're married, you're not automatically entitled to 50% of his money. The Supreme Court has ruled that you can only live with your contribution to the wealth of that family. And you have to prove it. Otherwise, you walk away without a single shilling. Hey!
Your rule niya for ladies wajifunze to take care of their men na kuwapenda so that ukue considered in so many ways. Unajua wanaume wanaweza take forever before they make a decision. What is cohabiting?
There are a lot of people here who are saying this will stop the biashara that women have of hooking up with you, not marrying you for 10 years and living with half your money. Ladies, where does this leave you? And I want to ask you, how long have you stayed with this man and he has not married you?
Another lady saying I tore Kenyan men out of that equation, hatuna pesa. It's all right.
Ladies, how long have you stayed with him? Because this new law will violate you completely. It'll disenfranchise you completely. What do you mean you've got to prove your contribution to that wealth? When he comes home and finds a nice hot meal in a clean house and you sort him out in the bedroom, isn't that contribution enough?
The law just wants to empower the man. When we realize boy child has been suffering, so that before ata tusemekane hivi already ashakugawia because of how you treat us. It's basically that. Hakuna ati law complicated hapo. Because a man who loves you already hizo atakugawia kitambo sana.
I need to hear from you ladies. If you've been cohabiting with this man for more than 5 years, do you know he can leave you tomorrow and there's no way you're going to go? You cannot take him to any court. You're not entitled to anything.
Kwanza you have 50%.
Hey, I need you to give me a call, especially if you're cohabiting. I want to hear from you. 0711-046-105 is my number. Give me a call.
Waulize alisema aje?
Ati?
Waulize alisema aje?
Nani alisema?
Mzee. You know, here now, this is where the respect inaingilia. Alikwambia aje?
And why are you staying with a man and he's not marrying you?
Wewe wacha wewe.
No, I want to know, ladies. Can you see the problems it has created now?
Wacha wewe. Unaharakisha mambo sana wewe.
Why are you staying with a man who has not married you? See now. He can leave you tomorrow. You're entitled to nothing.
Wacha kuforce vitu maina.
See kuforce. I'm telling ladies the truth.
A man has to make a decision when he's ready.
Ebu, give me a call at 0711-046-105. Hit me up on Twitter at Classic105 Kenya or at It's Minor Kengeni. Please don't forget the hashtag is Minor and Kingangi. Or let's look up on my fan page on Facebook. How long have you cohabited with that bagger? Why hasn't he put a ring on your finger?
Stop calling us bagger.
You're a bagger. Do you let a lady move into your house and you're not marrying her? Or who are not there? Ebu, give me a call, because now your cohabitation without a ring on your finger has created a legal problem for you ladies. 0711046105 is my number. Let's talk and let's have an honest conversation this morning. Well, we're talking about this new ruling by the Supreme Court. It doesn't matter how long you cohabit, the law will not recognize you as married. Queen B. Carol Rukau, you're saying, look, a lot of women own properties nowadays. This law actually helps us. It helps the women with money, yes. But 80% of these cohabitations, it's a woman who doesn't have money. And if you think he's your husband because you've been living with him for 10 years, hey, you've got something else coming your way. Yes, ladies, I can see you. Booster Steve is saying it's the best ruling ever. A lot of women wait for us to die. They're given our money, or they leave us and take 50% of our wealth. You can only live with your contribution to that marriage, according to the Supreme Court. How do you prove that? Do you know in America it's very clear? Even if you're a stay-at-home mom is a housewife, you're entitled to 50% because you create a conducive environment for him to go out into the world and make a lot of money. That's how the law says it in America. Here you believe you've got 5 of his children, you've lived with him for 12 years. The law does not recognize you. And where are you staying with a man who's not married, who's not marrying you? And we need to ask how long you should wait for. Because that is a problem.
Wamekutuma uweke pressure.
See, pressure. Why are you staying with a woman without marrying her?
Even you discuss for the weekend. Women conference.
Why are you staying with a man and he's not putting a ring on your finger?
Uliambiwa ukuje utuweke magia majira hapa.
No, I'm just saying. Why do you allow it, ladies? Hello.
Good morning, Maina.
Morning.
How are you, Kingangi?
Hello.
We Maina, acha kuchochea watu bwana.
Nachochea aje?
Weka moto hapa, and you know the way boy child ameteswa for very long.
Let me ask you.
Yes.
Are you living with a woman?
Yes, of course.
For how long?
I think now it's 6 years.
Have you married her?
No.
Why haven't you married her?
I'm still checking.
Checking for what?
Just to be very sure.
What do you mean? How can you not be sure it's after 6 years?
You know, hujawahi jua waisikia ile mfano ya Bible ya kondoo mwenye amevaa nini? Ama inaitwa nini?
The wolf in sheep's clothing.
Exactly. Thank you. So you need to check and know very well what kind of a person are you committing your life to.
Hold on, you've been with her for 6 years in the same house. How do you mean you've not known her? You're just sitting there.
Have you ever lived with a woman?
You're just sitting there enjoying free sex. That's what you're doing.
Nikuulize, umaishi na mwanamke? Watu huwezi wajua. Affect you, and you can even live with them for 40 good years. Ujaiona wenye wanaachana at 40 years. Kwani shida ilikuwa nini?
So let me ask you, do you intend to marry this woman?
I think nikifika tena hapo nafikiri nitakuwa nimeconsider.
Oh my God. You are.
And then secondly, hii mambo ya 50% Kingangi. Najua hapo ndio wamekuwa ukitutegea. Ukiacha yeye nimekaa naye for 10 years, alafu anaanza kuambia ati 50% of what I've been hustling left, right and center. Unaanza kugawana sijui mashamba, sijui property gani. No. That should stop. They should prove kenye wame contribute, and I can give her whatever I feel like I need to give her. Si lazima nikuwe compel nipatiane 50%. And have a very, very good day, Maina.
Thank you.
No, your heart has to be sure.
That man is enjoying having a maid for free in the house to clean his house and cook his meals and give him sex. And if you're if you've recognized his voice as your husband, or you think he's your husband, umedanganywa for 6 years.
No. Sasa unaharibu maisha. No. A man's heart has to be sure.
How do you live with a woman for 6 years and say you're still not sure? What are you waiting for? White smoke.
Your heart has to settle. You have to be sure.
How long have you lived with this bagger for? Ladies,
it has to be definite.
See the kind of legal problems it's now causing for you.
And you can't force a man to do some other things. You have to be sure. Your heart has to be at peace. So that when you make that decision, it's from your heart.
Now see, the Supreme Court has said, even if you cohabit for 70 years, you're not married. And he can leave you tomorrow and not give you a single coin. See now, moving into his house there.
It's listening to the heartbeat of the man.
You first move your to me underwears. Then you move. Hey, what is your story? How long have you been with him? Now, even if you cohabit for 35 years and you have 5 children with him, the law does not recognize you as his wife. What I cannot understand, ladies, is what you're doing in the house of a man who will not marry you. Monique Monmons, you're saying the court is being unfair because how can you struggle with a man to build life together and just in case it fails, you walk out like you did not exist? That is the law now. Douglas Kiplagat saying, Yani, you even refuse to celebrate a win for men. Ladies, this man of moving your to me panties to his house. Yeah? Then you get pregnant for him. Yeah? Todruare. Na tobra. You move them there. Then you do a pair of shoes. Then you think he's your husband. Hey. Seriously? And there are too many women who are living these arrangements. And I do not understand why. He's never met your parents. You've got children. Your parents have met your children, but they've never met your husband. And when you go home, what does your mother tell you? Surely. Cleophas, good morning, saying, you meet today and she already has plans to inherit half of your hard work. That is why this law has been put there by the Supreme Court. Hey, there's a lot here to discuss. Oh, hello.
Morning to you, Maina. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
This life is a circle. You don't have to fight for these things. Definitely. Even if I did not contribute a single cent, I was in the house cooking and taking care of his children, taking his children to school, preparing his children to do homework and everything else.
Exactly.
Making him go to work smart, clean, and with an easy mind to work.
Yes.
True?
True.
Now, the courts have ruled. Those courts are full of these gentlemen who took us, especially when I used to be in Nairobi University.
Yeah.
These lawyers used to come there, pick girls, and put them as side chicks.
Yeah.
By the end of it all, mtoto akimaliza shule, they have lived with that guy for 7 years, 8 years.
Yeah.
This world is a circle.
Yeah.
I will not fight for that.
Okay.
A time will come. Me, I can give you my own testimony, Maina.
What happened?
I lived with a man for 8 years.
Yeah.
I have 1 child.
Yeah.
And he left me.
Yeah.
I've taken care of the boy. He has done his O-level this year.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, me, I used to work. I used to earn my salary. I bought my land. I bought my house, everything.
Yeah.
This year, come January 1st, he's there calling. Yesterday, as we are talking, he came looking for my parents. He wants us to talk. Talk about what? Minor, I did not take him to any court. I did not take him to, even my parents did not know how I survived.
What? Wait,
yes.
Was he getting back in touch with you for what?
See, he wants his family back.
Where has he been? And how long ago did he leave you?
He left me in 2020. Yes. So I will advise women, please don't go looking for those wars. If you know sincerely from your heart you're clean, leave him to go. Somebody somewhere said, if he loves you, he will never come back. If he doesn't, he will never come back. And don't pressure yourself. Give yourself peace.
But you'll take him back, Sinjo?
No, I won't. I will only take him back as the father of my son. Huyo ndio mtoto wake. Mimi na maisha yangu awachane nayo. All I cannot deny him is his son. Hiyo siwezi mnyang'anya. Ni mtoto wake legally.
Yani umesahau hizo siku za Stella Awinja.
King'ang'i, listen and listen carefully. Tuliachana na yeye, alianza kunimistreat alipotoka ng'ambo kwa sababu alikuwa na pesa. I hustled and nikapata job, and thank God I got a good job. I used to earn a good salary. And thanks to my employers, God bless them wherever they are. Even if today I'm jobless, but I can tell you for sure I can take care of my son. He has done his O-levels, he has passed, he's supposed to go to university. I'll not even ask a single cent from that guy. I will not. And that one I vowed to myself. I will never call him or ask for money from him. But atakuwa nakutana na sisi kwa barabara, my son goes to school, we are doing whatever the world is doing, and our life is at peace.
Amen.
I will never fight him. The Lord will fight it for us.
Amen.
So for women, don't fight. Don't fight. Hata msikimbizane kotini ati sijui kwa children. What for? You'll just waste your money. You will waste your money for no good reason. Anyway, Maina, have a good day.
Have a good day, my darling. And thanks for giving me a call, eh?
Thank you, too.
Asante.
But alienda to the parents also.
What does he want?
His land is
Maybe
left.
that's another discussion we need to have. Where do you take these baggers back when they leave?
He has land.
Hey.
You know, Maina, you should be encouraging, eh? I can't believe you are not encouraging that situation.
Where do women take rubbish back?
That man has learned his lesson.
So, let him go and learn his lesson there and stay there and die.
Ndio sababu ameanza na
You know to me,
eh?
Sometimes even you frustrate me. Ebu have the final word. Our discussion. So the new ruling by the Supreme Court now says cohabiting is not recognized as a form of a marriage union. You can cohabit with him for 29 years, have 7 children. He will leave you tomorrow and you cannot claim anything from him. Enosign Digital Barbershop. Good morning to Enosign. Thank you so much for loving Classic 105. We love you right back. Asante sana. David Geto of Flowers in Australia, Kamui State is considered a marriage if it lasts more than 2 years. Why do you stay with a man if he's not marrying you ladies? Hello?
Morning, Maina.
Morning.
Makofi na Kayamba kokome.
Amen.
Makofi na Kayamba. Sasa, no more cohenization. Hakuna story na kukoheniwa. No more cohenization. Na nimeona ulikuwa umeona mbali kama mzee amekalia tu kiti. Unaona mbali sana. Hii kutoa.
Yeah.
Na kila kitu yako unaandikisha mam. Ulikuwa umeona mbali na hiyo ndio njia tutaendelea kupitia. Naambia wakenza wanaume wenzangu.
Yeah.
Ukipata tumali twako hata usiandikisha pe mama wako your mom akuwekea utotutaito because kulingana venye kunaenda sasa utawekewa stirul kwa nini kwa kachai pole ili sasa iende. Lakini sasa nipo nyingine akijua bado umepeana umeandikisha mom vitu zako mpaka watoto wakuwa wakubwa. Sasa hapo tumewaweza. Hiyo ni Kayamba kwa Koome. Kayamba makofi kwa Koome. Finally mwanaume wa Kenya ameweza kupumua. Mungu yetu amekuja. Funga macho tuombe Bwana Maina. Mungu ubariki wanaume wote wa Kenya. Tunakushukuru sana.
Okay.
Ubariki Koome.
Yes.
Akae miaka mingi.
Asante sana.
Hapo tumeonekaniwa.
Oh my God. Okay, thank you very much. Oh my God, Nikki.